Hi everybody, this is Christy with the Crafty Maven Getaway. Today is Thursday, which means that we're working with a sketch today. I am doing this sketch with Rachel Reynolds, so make sure when you're done watching this one, you head on over and check out how Rachel took the sketch. We both decided on the same one, so it was kind of fun. Sometimes I think in the group we're doing it together, and I think some days, other weeks, everyone's doing it a little bit separately. Kind of just depends on who's teamed up that day. But we did team up. So the sketch we're using is a really fun one with just one photo and a couple banners into places, and then I end up adding lots and lots of embellishment, but I do keep it very, very similar to the original sketch, which is not like me. Normally I actually twerk. I tweak the way that the layouts normally are compared to a sketch. I'm not the best at following sketches, so I'm working with it, but I like the way that how this one turned out, and I followed it very, very similarly. I can't say that word. I followed it to a T. So the photo you see right now is actually not the photo that ends up on the final layout, but this is a picture of my son. He's about a week old here, and we took him for his first walk. I was a little overprotective, and I didn't want him to leave the house, and first time mom thing. So we didn't leave. He was born in January, so it was kind of cold and rainy. I live in BC, Canada, so it's not the best weather all the time in January, but this was a nice day, so we took him for a walk. And that's what this picture is, but like I said, it doesn't actually end up making it onto the layout. The picture that does make it onto the layout is a picture of him sound asleep, and he was just kind of sitting up, leaned against a pillow, talking to Sean, so his daddy, and he was just kind of staring at him and doing his little mumbles, and then the next thing we know, he's just sound asleep with his mouth wide open. And Sean was like, come look at this. And it was just so funny and priceless. And so we both snapped pictures of it. And it's actually still Sean's wallpaper on his phone. He loves that picture so much. And our son is now 18 months old. So, that tells you the time frame there. It was last year, but it was really funny. Anyways, enough about the picture and the story. Let me get to the layout for you. So I add two different types of washi tape here. The first one was that black, and it's got kind of a doily pattern to it, and I just end up tucking all of the pattern paper, all of the washi under that coral orangey, burnt orange maybe colored pattern paper. And the pattern paper is all from the True Friend 6x6 paper pad by, I think that's Fancy Pants that I use with that. And so I end up doing a top cluster next to that teal banner with my picture will be one cluster. And then at the bottom, which you can't really see very well, I need to move my layouts up a little bit, I do another one. With the banner, I decided that I wanted to add another piece of dimension to it, so I end up using this same black pattern paper that you see right now where I cut that triangle. I end up cutting a complete another banner out of it as well, and it looks really cool. It's like a layered banner effect that I like a lot. And then I do use that triangle right where it is. I thought it was a good piece of layering for your eye, and it ties in the black of the washi, and then, like I said, I make a banner here with the black as well. So it just kind of helps tie everything together and make it do what I want it to do. Okay, so this is taking a little bit longer. I should have probably edited this a little bit better. There we go, cut out, all done, nice and pretty. I thought that was taking a while. So I'm just kind of evening it up. I kind of hand cut it, and normally I use my trimmer, so I don't like it when things aren't straight, so I fiddle with it a little bit, and I don't like it so much I end up moving the one that is straight over it to hide that. So there you go, that's how that looks. Really pretty and simple. Now you're going to see this is where I switch out my photo. So I go from the picture of him walking to that picture of him sound asleep on the couch. The best picture ever. The reason why I actually ended up going with this picture is the teal actually matched in the photo with the pattern paper as well. You also just saw me tuck in that little bit of 3x4 card. I used that because in the sketch itself there is a bit of like notebook looking paper at the top up there. I think maybe it's a scallop in the photo, but I decided that that was a good compromise to use, and I liked the dimension that it helped add to the top of the layout up there. I'm now gonna put down all of my really fun embellishments. I embellished the heck out of this layout. I used up a lot of supplies, which is good. I like to use my supplies. That's why we buy it, right? To use it up. So just getting everything glued down here. And I add this fox. Isn't that the cutest fox? I've been hoarding it. I didn't want to use it, but I used it on this page and I was happy with it. It helped cover up the staple I used to staple the banner together, which is one of the reasons why I used it. So I'm just gonna add some arrows, a couple hearts I add to it. I also add at the bottom cluster, I add a big heart that's in black and white. It's down at the bottom of the screen right now. That one right there. I love that heart. It's so pretty, just beautiful. I also use this black and white frame and I place it in the corner of my photo, the top right hand of my photo, and it just kind of helps. Your eye kind of goes to the photo and then down into the clusters. The bottom cluster, like I said, is where I do add my title, and I believe I call it Sleepy Jax. I didn't have an ON, so I didn't end up calling it Jackson. His full name is Jackson, but he goes by both Jackson, Jax, and JJ. So he's one of those kids that just kind of has a lot of nicknames. So I used some old thickers that I had to spell out the Jax in the orange color, which is the perfect shade, and it helped tie everything in. And then I used some new thickers that I got from Michael's last week to spell sleepy. And then I don't know if I do much else. I'm almost done with my layout, guys. Let's see. Do I do anything else here? Oh, I do. I am going to add some kind of wood grain looking arrows from the Simple Stories collection I bought the other day as well. This is kind of a newer supply here. And I just add it by the fox. I add 3 by the fox, and then I add 3 at the bottom pointing towards the title. And it kind of, once again, just helps tie everything in because I added that just cute little piece of ephemera at the top, and it was in a wood grain. So I needed to find a way to help be able to tie that in, and that's what I used. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.